Hi, everyone. I am going to show you how to use Google Calendar as a planner for your daily use. We can add homework assignments, recreational type appointments. If you have a sport or if you have a club that you're going to join, or any other events, maybe personal that you want to add to your calendar. The great thing about this is, first of all, it's extremely easy to use. Secondly, it's very visual. And third, I would say it's great because you can put it on a smartphone if you have that option, and it will talk to each other. So if you put something on your desktop, like on your Chromebook, then you'll also be able to see it on your smartphone if you have like the Google Calendar app. So it's pretty cool. So the first thing I think is awesome is we can set up tasks for our daily use. So um, if you knew that, let's say you had an appointment on Monday or Tuesday or something, we could start there. So if I have an appointment that I want to put in on Monday, August 24th, I would go down. Let's say I'm going to meet with a teacher at 2 o'clock. So all I did was I scrolled down to this 2 o'clock and I clicked on it. I can go up here and add a title. So let's say meet with Miss Myland, let's say. Um, since I already clicked on the time, it's giving me a time 2 to 3, but I'm not going to meet till 3. I'm actually just going to meet till 2:30. So if you click on that, it will just highlight these options, and I can hit 2:30. If I'm not going to meet at until 2:30, I might just use the backspace key, and I might see 2:15. So this is just a 15-minute appointment. Um, Press return. I'm not going to add any guests to this, but if I did want to meet like with a friend as well as my teacher, I might click add guests and I would put their email address in. Here is where if you're going to meet with maybe a friend to do work on a homework assignment or something, you could add a Google Meet video conferencing. You would click on here and invite your friend to that meeting. And then at 2 o'clock, let's say they would meet you. You can also add room locations and it will remind you when you're in that room. I don't think that's really necessary for our purposes. So for now, I'm just going to add this meet with Miss Mylan. Now, I think what's super cool, and if you're especially a visual person, it really helps to give color coding. So it automatically defaults to this blue color. However, if you click on it, you can choose a different color. Um, we are going to be color coding our other classes. So I know that one color that remains that is not in use for these other classes is, let's say, flamingo. So I'm going to choose flamingo. My calendar sets me as busy. In other words, no one else can schedule an appointment with me at that time. Here, this bell is, I think, pretty important. It tells you when you want to be notified that your appointment is coming up. So if 10 minutes is good for you, choose 10, but you can choose these other options. Let's say maybe you need to do some preparation. So you want to choose the day before, an hour before, 30 minutes before. As you can see, there are other options here. I'm going to default to, I think 10 minutes before is good. That gives me enough heads up that I have this appointment coming, and it will alert you by some sort of dinging notification. All right, so then we want to push save. So as you see, my appointment here on Monday the 24th with Miss Myland is in the calendar. Another way you can do this is you can create an event this way, just highlighting the create. Now you just want to be careful because it's going to put in some different time possibly than what you had chosen. So if you want to just make sure that you are selecting the date that you have this appointment and the time that you want it to occur. For now, I'm just going to X out of this because I don't want to create an event like that right now. So let's say we want to create an appointment or something. Now, this is going to occur after school. So I can come down, let's say Wednesday. I know that I have history club. I'll put it in history club and okay, I know it's going to meet from 2:30. So as you see, I'm just clicking on these times. It's going to meet from 2:30 to 3:30. Perfect. Now, if I know that I'm going to go to history club every week, instead of putting this in manually on a weekly basis, what you can do is click on this does not repeat and make it a reoccurring event. So I would go down to weekly on Wednesday. So now every week on Wednesday, it's going to put this in my calendar for me. Maybe I want to even add guests to remind them as well. I'm going to click down here because remember that our sort of our recreational type activities are in this flamingo color, and it shows that I'm busy and I want to be reminded for here, I want to be reminded 30 minutes before on this appointment. So I click that and then I save. So now you can see it's on Wednesday. And if I were to go to the next week, which I can do up here, you'll see Wednesday, September 2nd. Here's History Club again. Wednesday, September 9th. Here's History Club. Okay, so I like that feature that you can hit reoccurring if you'd like to do that. So that covers how we insert sort of other appointments or recreational activities. I like then this is huge for homework. So on Monday, if I just click above all these time slots right underneath the date, as you can see, this option comes up. So it looks just like it was before, except for here, it's not giving us a time. I'm going to put in some homework here. So let's say I've got math homework. And I'm just going to write HW for homework, okay, to make it easier on me. And I've got IXL to do. Um, for now, I just wanted to say that Monday, this is my homework. Again, I'm going to come down here to change the color. You will learn soon. Math is going to be yellow. I am free because this is just a homework assignment, and I'm not giving myself any other time options because right now I just want to know that I have this homework today. Okay, let's say I have another. If I go actually over here to my Google Classroom, I can see this is just an example and it's not the right date, but this is what I had in my Google Classroom that I thought I'd show you. This is an imperialism DBQ document F. Here's the description for what I'm asked to do. I'm asked to watch a video. I'm just scanning through this really quickly. I'm asked to read a document. Okay. So I know that I have this homework. If I go back over here, I'm going to add in history. Now, really, I don't need to write in history necessarily because if I'm going to color code it and I'm going to remember that history is blue, then you probably don't need to bother with writing history homework because that's just an extra thing. But I think as we're getting started, it helps to identify that until you get used to what color is associated with which classroom. Document F. Okay, so I just made a mistake there. I can go back and fix that. Again, I'm not going to add anybody. I'm not going to add a time. So I just click save. Now history is supposed to be in blue, so now it's here. So as you're seeing, I'm making a running list of different homework that I have. Let's say I have science homework and it's lab, let's say 3. Okay, I change the color. Science is red and I save. So I have a running list, history DBQ, math homework, science homework. I have a running list of the homework that I need to do today. I would probably want to toggle back and forth between my Google Classroom and my, as you can see here, Google Classroom loads up. Here are all my classes. I'm going to want to go through each one. I'm going to add them to my calendar, probably the first thing in the morning or as soon as you have an opportunity throughout the day to add your homework to the calendar here. Now, if you want, you can also set a time for when you want to do this homework. So if I click on this and I click this little pen or pencil, that's the edit. Okay, and now I do want to set a time. So up here is the date that it was going to happen. Now I'm going to unclick all day, okay, because I want to actually set a time I'm going to do this homework. So if I know, let's say I have lunch at 10 a.m., that would be my lunch if I were actually in school. So let's say that's like period 5, I'm going to have an entire period to then maybe work on some homework so that I don't have to do it all after school. The science lab 3, I think it's probably going to take me about 45 minutes. So if I start at 10, and I work until 10:45, that should probably give me enough time. And then maybe I can have a little break as well. I want to be notified maybe 10 minutes before I'm going to start my homework. Okay, I don't have to worry about any of this because the color's already been done for me, and I hit save. So as you can see, it moved it down in the calendar to 10 a.m. because that's when I'm going to actually do that homework. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. If this is enough for you to have it a list up here, totally fine. Another thing, do you have to color code these in the task list? No, you don't have to. Um, I think it helps to sort of identify your different classes. But if you just wanted to put all these in like a same color and just know that this is my homework for the day, that's fine. Okay, if you finish your homework, a good way to say, like, I'm done with this, you could go back to your calendar and you could delete this event. So now you know, okay, it's kind of like checking off the list and you're done with that homework for the day and you can delete that. So this is really, I think, the main important functions for you to learn today, just like the simple stuff to help you organize your day, your week. Um, One other cool thing I'm going to show you really quickly is over here to the side, to the right, you're going to have these other apps that are going to show up. And in another video, we're going to show you how to use Google Keep, which is another way to organize your day, your homework. So this might help you. Maybe you want to do both. You click on here, and maybe you write your homework in Keep, and then you want to set up your calendar to when you're going to do that homework or when you're going to work with another person on a project or something like that. It's just kind of nice to see them side by side. So that's all I want to show you at this point. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.